my gosh, we actually did it. FAU is in the NCAA tournament for the second straight year. Oh my gosh, I am jumping for joy right now. A lot of people, a lot of these experts were saying, oh, you guys are going to be in the last 4 in. You guys are on the bubble. You may not make it. Well, guess what? We didn't even come close, an 8 seed. I am fully jumping for joy. I'm so happy. Second straight year under Coach Justin May. First time, 2002. Second time, 2023. And it's happened again. Let's go, Owl Nation, man. Oh my gosh, we actually did it. What a year. What an outstanding year with super high expectations. We handled it. We had some bad losses, but in the end, it carried us to a number 8 seed in the NCAA tournament. Oh my gosh. Man. And not only did we get in, we have an easy first round matchup. Northwestern. Good team. They had a good year in the Big Ten, 21-11 overall this year. They have good wins. They beat Illinois. They beat Purdue. But FAU is going to handle Northwestern. Now, when you look at this Northwestern team, the thing that jumps out is they have great perimeter shooting. And guess what? FAU couldn't defend the perimeter in their last game versus Temple. So, I mean, if you're seeing the same thing I'm seeing, FAU must be working all week at contesting 3-point shots, blocking them, playing some zone coverage of a 3-2 zone to defend the perimeter. When you look at this Northwestern team, you see Boo Buie, all-time Northwestern leading scorer, one of the best players in the country, 45% 3-point shooter, averaging 19.2 points per game. Someone that scares me even more, Ty Berry. 44% 3-point shooter. He's going to be standing on the right wing basically the entire game. They're going to feed him the ball when he wants. Not only are Ty Berry and Boo Buie amazing 3-point shooters, Ryan Landberg as well, 42% from 3. So FAU, the thing is, they must defend the perimeter. Northwestern, as a team, are shooting 40% from 3. 40%. That means every 10 takes they get, they will make 4 of them. If FAU can defend the perimeter, they will be fine. Northwestern's defense isn't that great. John L. Davis should get the ball a lot. Nick Boyd, look for him as well to cause contact inside. FAU should keep running this pick and roll lob to Vlad Golden. Off the pick and roll with a Davis dribble handoff to Martin, which we saw a lot, and then the Martin lob to Golden. Golden lays it in off the glass. Utilize Vlad Golden. And you know why you got to utilize Vlad Golden? Northwestern's starting lineup has 0 centers starting in them, at least in their leading 5 players. Nick Martinelli, he's 6'7". He's their starting big guy. Like, their biggest guy starting. They have someone else who's averaging 5 points a game, who's 7 feet, and Matthew Nicholas. Nicholas is only getting 22 minutes a game, which means he's going to have to play more than what he usually does versus Vlad Golden. FAU wins that game. Then you go to play UConn or Stetson. We can assume that's UConn. Guess what? The odds are against us. No one's picking us. And look, I'll be honest with you. I think UConn's the best team in the country. I think we can win the game. I don't think it's likely. That is the one thing I didn't want, UConn. And in my bracket, it'll just be a coin toss of who I take between the two. I'm kind of leading towards UConn right now, but that might change. And UConn is going to be a terrible matchup for FAU. Guess what? FAU's advantage points, a lot of depth. Guess what? UConn has arguably more depth than FAU. What is the main thing about FAU? They're 8-9 guys deep with bench players of sometimes we rotate like Nick Boyd, Brian Greenlee, Brian Lorient, Giancarlo Rosado, Brandon Weatherspoon, Jalen Gaffney. Guess what? UConn, amazing depth. amazing depth. Not only do they have an outstanding starting lineup, Hassan Diarra, one of the best players inside, and he's been shooting more efficient the last few games. Samson Johnson, their backup big, he can match Ncaa or Soto. Not just do they have those two guys, Solomon Ball as well. This UConn team is deep. And not only are they deep, they have a better starting lineup than the Owls. Tristan Newton, he should be the Big East Player of the Year. I think he should. Now, Devin Carter had the better stats, but Tristan Newton may be the best guard in the country just based on how he plays the game. So fun to watch, super athletic, super quick, shoots the three well. And I know that 33% can be deceiving, but he does shoot it well. Cam Spencer, one of the most efficient players in the country. He's going to get open. He's going to shoot shots. Alex Caravan, 40% three-point shooter as well. They're going to give him the ball. He's really good at the top of the key when he dribble drives. Gets to the hoop really well. And the thing that FAU is outmatched with is Donovan Clingan. As I mentioned, FAU, one of their big advantages is their depth. Another one of their big advantages, Vlad Golden, having a 7'1" center and a backup center in Giancarlo Rosado, who's 6'8", who can also shoot the fadeaway from the high post and is really good. But Donovan Clingan, 7'2", best big in the Big East, either him or Oso Iguodala, but that is irrelevant right now. Clingan has the height advantage. Clingan is more coordinated. Clingan is more athletic. Clingan is better inside. FAU is outmatched in this game. I do think our run ends after UConn, our big run. But if we get past UConn, we could win this region. If we get past UConn, we will play one of the following of Auburn, Yale, San Diego State, or UAB. First off, UAB, we went 1-1 versus UAB in this season. We split. We won at home. They won at their home in OT. I'd like us to win in the Ncaa tournament. We have more experience. Watch out for Eric Gaines. He's a great player. Yaxel Lundenberg. He really out-rebounded Vlad in the last game, which I need Vlad to get more rebounds off the glass. Auburn, Janai Broom, one of the best players from the jump shot, left elbow as well. Someone FAU's familiar with, Denver Jones, FIU transfer, one of the best three-point shooting players. He's like 8 for 10. He was like 8 for 10 in his last few games. Denver Jones is like 43%, I'd say, from three. So other than that, I like FAU. I like Janai Broom and Denver Jones. But John L. Davis and Nick Boyd easily match that. I think John L. Davis matches up great against Janai Broom any day. And they don't have a true center. FAU beats both those teams. San Diego State's an easy win. As long as we stop Jalen Ledee and Lamont Butler, we're going to want revenge. I'd love to play that team. If we get past UConn, we win the region. And then in the finals, we'll get another rematch, probably, semifinals, of Illinois or Iowa State. We didn't play Iowa State, but they were in the ESPN Invitational in Orlando. Guess who won that tournament? Us. And Illinois, we lost to. We're going to want revenge on them too. If we get past UConn, I'd like us to win this region or get to the Elite Eight at the very least. But one game at a time. Focus on UConn, focus on Northwestern, then we get to UConn, then what I predict will be Auburn or UAB, one of Auburn and UAB. I don't think San Diego State gets past UAB. The winner of Auburn UAB, we will get. And I like us to win either of those games. So, yeah, that's my instant reaction. Super happy with how we got in and how the committee respects us. But the draw isn't the easiest. If we got North Carolina, I think we beat North Carolina, to be honest. But UConn, best team in the country. I think they'll win the NCAA tournament. So, that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you in the next one.